Hey, hello there, good evening. Welcome to the Planet Cruise TV show. My name's Sean, by the way. I know we've got lots of regulars watching, but if you are new to the show, this is a show that's been running now 12 years, maybe even longer. It's come back, obviously, in the last few months. And we have got the most amazing deals. We've got some cruises for this year, some for next year, some little short cheeky deals, and best of all, we've got our Glenn back.
Hello,
Good evening. Do you know what? I'm a bit up and down at the moment, like most people.
And then you see me.
Well, no,
my wife's the same.
My wife's the same. No, but I do. I hear that theme tune. I see you, and I am booking a cruise for this year.
Good to see you.
And I think I really missed just having that cruise holiday to look forward to.
I think it's our third show back now, isn't it? And,
it is.
I think it's like the whole world at the moment. We're just easing back into it at the moment, and we've been dealing with the Staycation cruises, which have been going absolutely berserk, and they've been selling really well.
And Glenn, I mean, I'm looking. There's actually a 7-week
7
cruise.
weeks?
Around the bridge. No,
7 weeks.
I know there's some good deals. I think that's what I'm dreaming of, a 7-week cruise. No, so a 7-night cruise for under £400.
Yeah.
Just before we begin, can I do a couple of shout-outs?
Of course you can. Because
we've actually got Lorraine and James from North Luffenham in Rutland watching. They've never done a cruise.
Right.
Lorraine's worried that James is a bit scruffy, I'll be honest.
Is he a bit of a...
No, he's all right.
We don't want him on, mate, really, to be honest. We're not having that sort of...
No.
Since COVID, we've smarted ourselves up. If you're
I'm
rough,
only
mate,
joking about... They've never been on a cruise, and I said there's a cruise for everybody, and it's not all about dressing up like it used to be. And I'm only joking because James isn't scruffy at all, but so I think they should definitely book a cruise. They've never been on one. And also Sylvia and Sam, they're big fans. They're big fans of Marella. We've got Marella cruise coming up.
Yes, we have. Yeah.
It's Sylvia's birthday today. I believe she's 38 or something like that. So Sylvia, happy birthday, something like that.
See,
anyway.
I normally do call-outs, but I'm still on my holiday. I've been away for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
So this year I've got one more day before so I've been away for a week.
And a little bird tells me you're on a cruise next week.
Yes, well, 30th of August I'm going on Disney, taking the girls on Disney, which will be wonderful. Never done it before, and thoroughly looking forward to that. Just be nice to walk back up the gangway.
That's what I'm thinking.
Get to see and see Mickey Mouse.
Just to get on the ship again. Right, we'll give you a little heads up of what's coming up. So we've got some Seacation cruises for this year, haven't we?
Yeah, so the Staycation cruises are still selling at the moment. We've got some late deals on there. I mean, it's been great getting the ships back in the water, and I think what you find if you go onto social media, a lot of the sites at the moment, you're seeing ships appearing throughout the world at the moment. They're all starting to get back into service, which is great. And it's going to take time. It's going to take time to build confidence and get the ships back in the water. But those Staycation cruises have been fantastic, and the feedback's been really good. You might be thinking, I would like a cruise, a bit further afield. We've got a Marella coming up, which is brilliant for the end of this year. Yes, we have.
Really interested in that one.
And we've got a couple of bits for next year as well. And of course, we've got the website as well. So, I mean, we're just featuring 4 or 5 deals here today. But again, if you go onto the website, the Planet Cruise website, I think we've got about 20,000 cruises on there at the moment, which are all the way through to 2023 with all the companies.
And haven't we got a very special lady on board tonight?
Have we?
The Valiant lady.
Oh, the Valiant lady. Oh, yes.
Who's that?
I thought Ruth's here. I thought Ruth's turned up. So, no, we've got Valiant on there as well.
Yeah.
A couple of things also want to mention, which is really So Virgin launched last week, which was their first time they went out, which was great. We've also had Iona, which has been under wraps for nearly 18 months now. Great to see that sailing. And Apex is over with Celebrity over in the Greek Isles. So it's lovely. Yeah. The new ships are back in the water, and we're getting back slowly but surely.
We are. By the way, different phone number for this show. So we are open till 10 o'clock tonight.
10 o'clock, the guys are in the office tonight, and 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
So the numbers, all the details are coming up on screen. But look at this. Do you know what? We started this show about 12 years ago. I don't think I've ever said we've got a 7-night cruise for under £400. I mean, this is
look at the time of year as well. We're going end of August, so again,
that's really expensive.
I wouldn't normally say the weather. The weather's pretty good this time of year, but again, we know what we're going through at the moment. But who cares? You can either sit around. I mean, we've just come back from Devon, so we've been down there for a week, and it's busy down there. And what we paid, you wouldn't get anything like this for a cruise ship, and you're getting 7 days with all your food and entertainment, and it's on the Britannia.
And the Britannia is beautiful. Was on her a couple of years ago. Stunning ship. £393. So let's take you on board.
So again, we've got the Britannia here. Stunning ship, as I said, launched in 2015. This one holds 3,600 passengers. People are always asking at the moment, are the ships full? No, they're sailing to about 50% at the moment, which is wonderful because you get to do all the facilities and the amenities on board.
But again,
space. You've got
lots
lots of space, which is probably the perfect time to go on.
Oh, that's great. So, you know, half as many passengers, but everything's still open and happening.
Yeah, I mean, they've got everything on board. As I said, it launched in 2015. Again, it was their newest ship, but of course it's not now. Now Iona's come out. I was on it a couple of years ago. I think, as I said, you've been on it. It's great. It's got loads of facilities. You've got the retreat on there, which is nice if you want to get away from everything and just relax. But the main selling point always with Britannia is, of course, it's a British cruise ship. Everything on board is UK, everything's sterling on board, which is great. All the entertainment is geared towards the British market. That's the atrium, which is stunning. And again, the good thing with this is you've got 13 restaurants on board. You've got Sindhu, which is the Indian restaurant on there. You've got the Glass House, which is Ollie Smith's. Beautiful, he pairs everything with the wines. You've got the Limelight Club, and of course you've got the Cookery Club, so if you want to learn your cooking, you can do as well. And Epicurean, which is their top restaurant they have. Plus, of course, your normal restaurant and your buffets on board. But
I mean,
again,
what an amazing ship. To be on board for £50 a night.
Yeah, exactly. And as I said, you've got all the perks that they had before. That Limelight Club is brilliant if you've not been in there before. But again, you've got the Crow's Nest on there, which is synonymous with P&O. And as I said, if you've not been with them before and you think, I'm not sure about cruising, why not try one of these? Your tips are included as well. We've got some onboard spending money on the early saver prices, which they never normally have. And again, depends on what sort of cabin you want to go for. I would say if you can stretch it, it's always nice to have the balcony. Again, for $489 leading price on there for you to go out on the balcony, it's brilliant. It's only a little bit more than the than obviously the inside.
And we should say drinks, it's all in the British pound. It's just pub
prices.
prices.
And the price is what you pay in the pubs at home. You can upgrade to the all-inclusive drinks package. But again, they do have tie-ins with Marco Pierre White. They've got Eric Lanyard on there as well. They've got Ollie Smith as well.
We just saw Sindhu I-80 now. Beautiful.
Beautiful. But again, they've got loads of live entertainment. They've got music entertainment, of course, 2 shows a night repeated. That's the Cookery Club. So again, if you want to learn your cooking, Marco Pierre White sometimes there, but that's really, really popular. And if you want to do that, you've got to get that booked nice and early. But I think, you know, you've got sort of 7 days pooling around the British Isles. Hopefully the weather is going to prove the sand at the end of August. So, but I think even if it doesn't, you can still got a chance to put your glad rags on, wine and dine, relax and take it easy. I'm staying in a B&B on Thursday night and it's £110 and it's a bed. Yeah. Breakfast is, I say it's B&B, breakfast is actually extra, you know. We stayed in one the other night, coming back from Devon. It was about 150 quid for the night. You know, so here what you're getting for value for money is really, really superb value. And the entertainment, you know, these are big kind of West End style shows and you get bands playing and, you know, it's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, and again, if you haven't been on a ship before, you know what it's like. You relax during the day, you get dressed up. Again, get your glad rags out, which most people haven't been able to get out for the last 18 months. Go for dinner, go and watch a show, go and watch a band or singers, and then, as I said, wake up the next morning. Now, normally at this point on a cruise show, we sort of like take a deep breath and we try and work out how to pronounce all the ports, because, you know, so some cruises sail all around the world, and Glenn and I said, do we know how to pronounce all these exotic destinations? But I think we've both got this one nailed, haven't we? Well, a lady phoned up the other day and she said, that at sea, is that Spanish? I said, no, love, no, that is at sea. So this one's going to be a couple of days at sea, then we're going into Liverpool, where which obviously... is a brilliant city. Yeah, it is. And as I said, it gets you off for the day. You can go off and have a mooch around, obviously going down to the Cavern Club. You've got the Anfield and Everton football stadiums you can go and see. You've got the Albert Dock, which is always really, really popular. But again, this is your only stop off on there, so it's a chance to stretch your legs as well, spend all day out and about. And as I said, many people haven't been to Liverpool before, so it's a great chance to explore. But think of Britannia as a wonderful high-end floating hotel. Yeah, because that's what it is, with everything included. And what's nice as well, you go out for the day and then come back and know you've got the entertainment in the evening as well. So you won't be disappointed on this one. And as I said, this is a great chance to try it, and this goes next week. And say all you've got to, you know, pay for, apart from that, you know, say £393 is pretty much your alcoholic beverages, and that's about it, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Really, really good. So if you'd like, but I think that could be the lowest price 7-night cruise I've ever seen in 12 years, £393. That's based on the inside and based on Touché, but you know, well worth spending just a little bit more to upgrade. Let's just show you. So now with free up to £80 per person on board spend as well. So you're going to get onboard spending money so on top of that as well. Yeah, exactly. And as I said, your tips are included. That'd do us a night, wouldn't it, Glenn? Yeah, that would get us through embarkation and sail away. If you've got Future Cruise credit, you can, of course, use that. Free COVID testing included in the price. I know there's a lot of controversy about how much it costs
but with COVID testing when you go to board and
Yeah.
things, but that is free, including the price. And all guests, we should say, must have had both vaccinations at least 14 days prior to travel. Price-wise, let's just show you the prices for some of the other options. So it's only $393 for the inside, but you know what? For an extra, £90 odd, the balcony, fantastic there.
Yeah, 489 as well. And I would say if you can, I mean, they're normally, they've got various grades of balcony cabins, but they'll go quite quickly, the balconies, so you want to get in there quickly.
That single price is good as well.
Yeah, single price is not good as well, but as I said, get that balcony booked. It's nice for 7 days. It's for another 90 quid, it's worth it.
Sadly, some of my friends have become single due to lockdown, but, anyway, you can go to cruise for 829. So yeah, I know quite a few of my friends, bless them, but every cloud.
Every cloud, exactly. Yes.
So if you'd like to book, different phone number, don't forget, so you need to ring Planet Cruise 0808 2502 662. The ID number there has just disappeared, but it will come back. But you can book online as well. But that price is just £393. And the phone line's open until 10 o'clock this evening and 9 o'clock tomorrow as well. There's the ID number. There you go. 282 707. Told you I'd come back. Right. I'm very excited about the next cruise, though, because we're going a bit further afield with Oceania, aren't we?
We are. I mean, we have Lou comes on the show quite often.
Yeah, hello, Lou, if you're watching.
Lou. Hope you're okay. And she comes on with Oceania. Oceania's a wonderful ship. You've sailed with them. I've been on them before as well. I would have to say probably the best food at sea.
I agree.
Out of all the cruise line. They haven't got the huge shows on board. They haven't got rock climbing walls and they haven't got surfing and things like that. Their main thing is obviously their dining. That's what they're famous for. They've got the ranches out in Texas for their meats, and they've got the fisheries out in New England for their beautiful fish and shellfish. And I think that the main thing with this, it's almost like a country club at sea.
Yes.
You are going up a level on there. You are going to the top echelons of cruising on there, mainly for couples. And again, people that want a little bit of luxury on there and really want to sort of sit back and relax.
And a true story, two of our presenters, Hayley and Sean from I'd World.
And I sold them the cruise.
Yeah, you sold them the cruise. I can't even remember the destination, but they
went to Barcelona, I think, but it didn't really make a lot of difference.
Sure, they didn't get off the ship.
No.
Honestly, the food was that good and the ship was so beautiful. There was about 8 or 9 ports that didn't even get off. So,
they just said they had more lobster than they've ever had before and champagne, and they loved it. But that's what you can do on the ship. As I said, it is like a country club at sea, and as I said, it is wonderful. You've only got 1,250 passengers on board, which is great. The staff is almost one-to-one on there for you, and as I said, you are going to the top level.
And an amazing price tonight for this one, for April of next year. So I think it's about time we had a little look and a little taste. You know, I had such amazing memories there looking at that clip of film for Oceania. I'm just saying to Glenn, I really have missed cruising so much.
Yeah.
And it's great.
We were chatting about it before the show, weren't we? How you actually miss it. And as I said, I think with everything going on, you appreciate it more now.
Yeah.
And as I said, and I think people are desperate. The good thing with this one as well, I wanted to quickly flag up as well, is regional flights are included on this for Oceania. So they've got some great flights. They're going Aberdeen, Belfast, Birmingham, Bristol, Cardiff, Glasgow, Humberside, London, Manchester, Newcastle. And as I said, there's no additional supplement. So they will go quickly. They've only got a few seats on a lot of those regional flights. If you want to get that booked, going from Humberside or, Cardiff doesn't normally happen.
And no extra cost for that, Glenn.
No extra cost.
Brilliant. But I would book tonight. Can we have a look at this beautiful ship, though?
So, as I said, it is a different level on Oceania. They are beautiful, beautiful ships. The Canyon Ranch Spa Club is phenomenal. The other thing which is really, really big, as I've mentioned before, is all about the dining. Now, if you speak to a lot of people within the cruising industry, Red Ginger, which you saw in the video there,
that was my favourite.
Most people's favourite restaurant at sea. You've got the Tuscan steak, which is beautiful as well. It depends what obviously you like with your food, but as I said, dining is the selling point of this ship, and a phenomenal crew to passenger.
If you really appreciate the finest cuisine, this is the cruise for you. And
every night becomes an event.
It does.
Know, it's not a case of eat and rush off. You sit there for the evening, relax after a busy day out in port. And as I said, it is more like a country club at sea. Not crowded, loads of space, and a lot of crew attention as well.
But it's not stuffy and formal.
No,
it really isn't.
Smart casual every night, which is nice, and that's what people want. And
let's have a look at the staterooms.
That's the one you normally stay in, isn't it? That one? Is that the one?
I wish.
I'm normally on the broom cupboard next door opposite, aren't I?
I tell you what, I think as I get older, I'm just, I am going to treat myself a bit more. You think life's too short. But even I just had a regular a balcony room. It was absolutely beautiful. Let's just have a look at the great itinerary on this one, because we are stopping at a lot of lovely ports, aren't we?
Yeah, which is lovely. Lovely to start talking about the ports abroad, obviously. So we're going to fly into Barcelona. As I said, your flights are included on there for you. And then we're going to head down to Alicante, again, down on the east coast of Spain there. Nice places to go and see. You've got Santa Barbara Castle on there, which is nice. And again, with Alicante, you've got the beaches. Normally, the weather conditions are pretty good down there as well, so you've got some great beaches down there as well. You've got the Archaeological Museum, and you've also got the Marine Reserve. So a couple of places to go and see, but a lot of people just go off, wander around into Alicante. Very popular with the British tourists when they're flying out to Spain, so many people have been there before. Nice way to start the cruise. Then we go down to south of Spain, one of my favourite parts of Spain itself, down into Malaga. And here you've got loads of places to go and explore. Malaga itself is nice. When you go off the port area, you can go off for the afternoon and have a wander around, but you can go down to Mijas, you can go down to Torremolinos, which has changed after, it's still got that little bit of a reputation, but they have upgraded it a lot down there. You've got Ronda, you've got Fuengirola, Estepona, lots of places to go and see. But again, some of those places, if you want to get out and about, Mijas is stunning, and I do recommend Ronda as well for a day trip. Then we've got a day at sea, and then from there we head into the Canary Islands. So we're going to start first of all in Tenerife. Again, lots of places to go and see there. You dock in the north of the island, so you might want to head down into the middle to Mount Teide, which is the national park there. Santa Cruz itself, with the Lido and the walkways there, are quite nice to spend the day. But you can head down to Laurel Park, and of course, very, very popular destination with the Brits.
And even though it's April, you're going to get great.
Canaries, you're always going to get good weather, so you can sort of more or less.
What I'd do for a bit of sunshine, Glenn. I tell you what.
Then we head off to slightly more windy at Lanzarote. We're going to Arrecife. Arrecife again. People spend the day there, but I would recommend maybe going off to the Timatana National Park. Again, you could go and ride the camels. You can do a tour around in Lanzarote. Again, many people may have been there before, but I just think, again, you know that you're going to spend the day in Lanzarote and then come back to that beautiful ship, be wined and dined in the evening. Then on to Gran Canaria. So you're doing the three main big ports of call in the Canaries. Gran Canaria famous. You've got Maspalomas, you've got Las Palmas, where you're going to be docking there as well. I used to live there a number of years ago, but it'd be nice to go back and visit. But a nice opportunity to spend the day in Gran Canaria. And there's some stunning parts of the world to go out on some of those half-day tours. Well, then another sea day, then down into Morocco, down into Tangier. So again, slightly different, and some people may have not been there before. You've got that more North African vibe there. And again, you've got Hercules Cave to go and visit. You've got the Kasab, you've got the souks to go and have a look around. Some nice beaches as well. And again, I would recommend having a tour there. If we can move on to Tangier. Still got the Lanzarote pictures there.
Oh yes, Lanzarote just come back.
Yeah.
It was so good. We just wanted to remind everybody. That was all.
There we go. Look at that. That's taken from someone's pictures there. Then we head down into Cartagena. I used to have a house over in Spain, not far from Cartagena, and it's nice there. And Cartagena is wonderful. If you go off there, you've got all the little restaurants as you come off the port area. But I would recommend a trip out to the Roman Theatre and the archaeological site there. It's wonderful to go and see. And it's literally about 10-15 minutes walk from the main pier area there, so that's really good to go and see. But again, I'd go and see that in the morning, then spend the afternoon. You see all the guests just sitting having a few beers before heading back to the ship in the afternoon. And then finally, a day at sea before heading back into Civitavecchia, That's the gateway into Rome. But again, with this one, this is where you're going to be flying back from on there. And again, as I said, your flights are included.
And you've got all those regionals, as we mentioned.
So you've got those regional flights included. And as I said, that's included in the price. So I would take the opportunity to do the fly in and fly out on the 11-day package on there. But really, really good.
I think that's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Really good deal.
Because you've got a lot of other stuff included with that as well.
So let's just show you, actually, because you do get a lot. Return flights, as we mentioned, not just London Gatwick, we've got all those regionals as well. Free Wi-Fi, your choice of the house-let beverage package, sounds good to me, or up to $800 spend or excursion. So when you speak to the team, they can talk you through. The specialty restaurants, which are outstanding.
And you're going to go to them, all 4 of those during your holiday, definitely.
So they're included, and you could pay a premium for those. They are included. Your airport-to-port transfers can be added at the time of booking for an additional cost. Flights, well, we mentioned all of those regional airports, brilliant. And we are giving you an exclusive voucher, a company you may have heard of, Amazon, available for bookings made by the 18th of August. So a couple of days to get that.
Yeah, so you've got to get that in quickly, as I said.
Yeah, it's
just
great
a
to
little
get
bit
that,
of a perk for booking on the TV show tonight. But again, that will go quick. Nice time of year to go, 4th of April. It's going to be nice and warm, but not too busy.
Yeah.
And a little bit of sort of winter, spring, sun that you might want to fancy.
Well, price-wise, that is really, really good. So the inside at just over £2,000. Deluxe Ocean View at $2,614. The balcony, $2,982. And concierge is $3,175. So if you can stretch for that little bit, of extra luxury to have the ocean view or the balcony, or even concierge as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So give us a call for that one.
Beautiful product. Yeah. And as I said, you might want to loosen your trousers by the end of the cruise. You'll be putting on a few pounds by the time you get off that one.
I think we could say that pretty much for any cruise, to be fair. But actually, do you know what? There's actually some great gym facilities on all the ships as well. So
you've walked past most of them, haven't you? On most ships.
Do you know what? I'm actually quite good.
No, you don't. You go first morning, you tell me, to say, look really good, because people recognise you and you go, look at him using the gym. And you never see it again. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, so true, so true.
Bloody Mary's
It gets to 5 o'clock and I'm like, shall I go to the gym? And then it's like, oh, do you know what? Fancy a drink outside in there, son. So yeah, you're right. But there are some great gym facilities, should you wish to use them. Anyway, what's coming up now? It is our first hot pick. Now, this, I'm really pleased to see Azamara back on the show. I discovered Azamara a few years ago. I always think of them as they're small ships that are beautifully maintained, like older traditional ships. They're a bit like boutique hotels, aren't they?
Yeah, they're part of the Royal Caribbean brand, so you've got Celebrity Royal and then Azamara, they're smaller ships. Again, mainly adults only on there, really, to be quite honest, because there's not kids' facilities on there. So, but it's just lovely to go at this time of year, 18th September.
And what I can say, this is the deal, by the way. So the balcony starts at just over £2,000, which is brilliant. More inclusive, so that's all of your drinks, your tips, everything's included there. You get exclusive onboard credit, that's $200 per stateroom when you book an Ocean View stateroom or above, and return flights from London, Gatwick. Regional flights are available. The ships are beautiful. There's lots of intimate small restaurants and spaces. It's not big open spaces, it's not overcrowded.
I think what you find is a lot of people that go on Azamara, maybe have had families, and the kids are grown up.
Yeah.
They've done the big ships, they've done all the facilities on there, they've done it full on for a week, and then the kids have maybe gone off and they go, do you know what, we just want a bit of peace and tranquility, good entertainment, food and drink included, and that's why Azamara is always popular. Once
really
people go Azamara, they tend to stick with Azamara.
Yeah, well, I've done 3 cruises with them. I love them, really do. And the itinerary is great because it's all the Greek islands and Cyprus from Athens as well. So give us a call for that one. It's 18th of September. I might even book that one myself, actually. But got something very special next, haven't we?
We have.
Yes.
The newbie.
The newbie, Valiant Lady. Tell me about her.
Oh, I can tell you.
Who is this incredible lady?
Oh, I can tell you about Valiant Lady, but I'll talk about the cruise ship first of all. So just before we go any further, so Virgin obviously have been talking about getting into the cruising industry for a number of years now, since I've started. And they bought out Scarlet Lady, and it was ready to go February last year. A lot of our staff went on board to have a look at it before it launched. Then, of course, the world stopped. So it's been under wraps, and then it launched last week. Now, the great thing for us personally is that it's actually going from Portsmouth, which is where I'm from. So We drove down to do some shopping today, or yesterday, and it was sitting there.
God.
And it looks phenomenal. That's Scarlet Lady. Valiant Lady is going to be the new ship. Now, this is due to come out in March 2022. It's going to hold a total of 2,770 passengers, 110,000 tonnes. So it's big but not huge on there. Only cost $710 million to build, so it's a few quid behind it as well. And what they're trying to do with Virgin, which is fantastic, rather than just bringing out another ship that does exactly the same as all the other ships, they are trying to do things that are different, and they're trying to break the mould a little bit. It's going to appeal, I think, to a certain clientele, and I think you've got to be open-minded. I've just had some guests come back on there that cruise a lot. They loved it. They said it was different, but they really, really enjoyed it.
Well, all these restaurants, so there's about 20 they're all included, aren't they?
So they're doing all different things on there, and I'll go through what they've got on there for you. So basically, they've got rid of the buffet, they've got rid of the main restaurant now. They've got 20 eateries on board that you can go to.
And it's all waiter service?
Yeah, all waiter service, so you can go to when you want to. And again, you've got steakhouses, you've got Korean barbecues, late night bites. Everything's made to order on board as well. Again, they've got a balance of fresh food, which is phenomenal as well. And again, Michelin star chefs that are working on board there. Just to go through some of the restaurants they have, they've got the Wake, which is a steak and seafood. It's the only place I know you can get a tattoo. So you can get your tattoos on board if you wanted to.
You know what? I haven't got any, and I've always wanted one or two.
Well, there you go.
3.
A couple of beers, go and get yourself tattooed up.
I've been waiting to get my body in shape. I've decided it's never going to happen. So, you know, but I love tattoos. So, yeah, okay, I might do that. What else, Glenn?
So a couple of other restaurants, they've got the Pink Agave, which is the upscale Mexican restaurant. They've got the Razzle Dazzle restaurant, which is a vegetarian, dedicated for vegetarian on there. That's the Razzle Dazzle. You've got the Test Kitchen, which is more of a cooking lab, and they do some of the tasting menus in there as well. You've got Gunbai, which is a Korean barbecue, which is something different. So something to go for everything. You've got Extra Virgin, which is the Italian restaurant. And again, if you like your pizzas and your pastas, you've got a chance to do that. The other one I like, mate, is Lick Me Till I Ice Cream. Okay, and that's one of the ice cream restaurants they have on there, which is a little bit different. And as I said, they do things that aren't being done on other ships. You're not called a guest on board, you're called a sailor.
Oh, really? Oh.
So when we first started booking, they goes, what's the sailors? You're the sailors again. Now, moving on from there, they've also got other things which are very, very different. They've got the Alluring nightclub, and this is named after Richard Branson's first recording studio. They've also got the Red Room, which is their transformational theatre at sea, which is, again, is a little bit different. They've also got the Groupie, which is private karaoke booths on there as well. And they've got the Voyage Vinyl, which is the record shop. Of course, Virgin Records was how we really started. And you've got a chance to go into the record shop, and they've got all the records in there and the vinyl and listening to music. We then go into the Vitamin C. They're very on the ball with their fitness on there as well. They've got a wonderful spa facilities on there, and they've got loads of different things they're going to be doing on there.
And lots of classes included, is that right?
Classes included, group classes are included on there for you as well. And again, they focus a lot. They've also got the runway, which is a 250 metre long elevated red running track, which goes around the ship on there as well, so you can go for your run if you want to. And as I said, they're very much into their fitness.
Well, oh, sorry, Glenn, we're nearly out of time. But
a couple of other things I quickly want to go through. They've got different suites on there. They've got the Rockstar suites. You've got the Mega Rockstar treatments as well. And, of course, they've got various facilities like early booking facilities, premium Wi-Fi, bottomless in-room bar, daily spa access. And, again, you get a dedicated Rockstar agent for you. Finally, a couple of things. You've got Richard's Rooftop, which, again, is an exclusive sun deck that they have on there as well. And the other thing they really want to sort of say is the way they're describing this at the moment is that it's the glamour of a boutique hotel on the ocean, blended with the unmistakable Virgin style and service. It's adults only as well, which is appealing to a lot of people. And as I said, what's really good about this is that it's a brand new ship, a brand new vessel, and it looks very, very nice.
Yeah. Well, I love the Virgin brand. You know, their flights have always been amazing. I did a hot air balloon ride. That was amazing. The trains were fantastic.
Just literally a couple of weeks ago, I had a stag do with my mate Colin and Dawn. Hi, Colin and Dawn. They got married a couple of weeks ago. We had the stag do with the boys. We were all sitting in one of the bars, and I said, it'd be lovely to see one of the ships go past. And Scarlet Lady literally went about 150 foot past us. A lot of comments from the boys as well, but they were very, very impressed. And as I said, it's sitting in Portsmouth at the moment.
Well, this is the 3-night Easter weekender from Portsmouth. Glenn, can you manage the itinerary on this one?
Yep, so we're going from Portsmouth over to Bruges. You've got an overnight in there. Great to go
That's
into
nice to do that,
yeah, great to go into Zeebrugge. So again, you can take a tour or you can take the train and go into Bruges. And it's an overnight on there for you. So fantastic. Go there, try the waffles, the Belgian beer. You've got the horse-drawn carriages, the cobbled streets. Bruges is phenomenal. And it's so nice to just break up the trip on there and then go back to the ship.
What a great Easter weekend to do with friends, you know, to get away as a group and do that and to have the day in Bruges. Brilliant. I love that. Might even do it myself, that one. So, quick reminder, 5 to 9, over $600 in value is included. So that's Wi-Fi tips, your water and sodas, fitness classes, as we mentioned. It's Friday to Sunday, so a brilliant Easter weekend for you. You will get to be overnight on board and explore Bruges, of course, as well. It's the maiden season, and there are over 20 restaurants with no cover charge, and those restaurants will be outstanding. And on Planet Cruise tonight, we are going to give you exclusive free port parking for bookings confirmed by Friday the 20th.
If you have a look what a 3-day stay would be next Easter,
exactly,
going to be extortionate.
Exactly.
Why not go on the new ship?
Yeah, you could spend far more staying in the UK, believe me. So there's the prices. I would definitely look at going for the balcony because it's only a tiny bit.
You're looking at about £100 basically per person extra. I'd definitely be going for that.
Oh, look at the suite, Glenn. A man of your means.
Of course.
And the single price again, really, really good. Just starting at $579 there as well. That really excited about that one. However, we're feeling hot again. Here's our next hot pick. Now, over to you. Oh, hang on, sorry. I've just seen the price.
Yeah. So this one you need to get packed quite quickly.
You do.
Because this is going on the 24th or the 28th, and it's 4 nights on Regal Princess. Actually, my mate I used to work with, Andy Sanders, he's now the cruise director on there, and I've been seeing loads of pictures. They look to be having an absolute ball on there, but this is an exclusive offer from us. The insides on here are starting at $245 per person based on 2 people sharing. You can upgrade to the suite for only $452 per person. And what's really good with Princess now, you can upgrade to Princess Plus for only £30 per person per day, which I would recommend. And with that, you get premium drinks, unlimited Wi-Fi and crew incentives. And this is on sale until Friday. Again, it's a coastal summer staycation with Tessa, a former Olympian. And the ID number of that is 282335. And it's going on the 24th or the 28th of August. 4 nights on the Regal. I've seriously just picked up my tablet and looked at my calendar and thinking, if I wonder if I could do that, I would. I mean, how amazing! Seriously, yeah, brilliant.
How amazing! Jane, my boss, if you're watching, give us some holiday next week, please. I'd love to. That's amazing. 4 nights. Princess are brilliant as well. Cruising before, but we are gonna finish the show with Marella, and I was very slow to the party with Marella.
We were chatting about this again before the show. We had a good chat before the show.
We did. We had a really good chat, and I'd done loads of cruises. Never did Marella. And do you know what? Absolutely love them.
Well, we were talking, weren't we? Because you booked Marella with me a couple of years ago.
Yep.
And you were literally going, this is the cruise I can do, it's the only dates.
Yep.
And you know, you've booked, what, 3 or 4 now?
Yeah, 4. It was the best cruise my mum ever had as well with Marella. And she would love to do another one with them. So, and this is one of those great, by the way, all-inclusive Marella, which I do love, of course, as well. But this is one of those really good kind of repositioning ones. So you get to see a lot of the world, don't you?
Well, it is, and it's all-inclusive.
Yeah. What is it again?
All-inclusive.
OK, so let's have a little look. You're right, it is all-inclusive. Great drinks, Marella. But we were chatting. The entertainment is fantastic.
It's the staff.
Yeah,
it's the staff on board.
It's friendly, it's
the
fun.
Staff has always been superb. The entertainment's been brilliant. Normally, like British captain, British cruise director, always having banter. What we said is, you know, that ships will suit all types of people. What we felt with Marella is when you walk on board, you feel at ease, don't you?
Yeah.
Feel comfortable.
And James and Lorraine from North Luffenham, if you're watching, I think you would love Marella. So we had a great time every time. So shall we see where we're going?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Come, let's have a look. I want to actually just... for those that haven't been on board Marella ship, this is Explorer 2 now. She's one of their latest ships.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this one is it's adults only, which again appeals to a lot of people on there for them. And this is 17 nights. 17 nights for 1386 all inclusive, and that includes your flights on there as well, so it's not bad. Your tips are included on there. Loads of different eateries. They've got good entertainment. As I said, the entertainment is spectacular. what's nice about this is freedom dining. So you can go on board, you can go and dine when you want, you fit it in with the shows. The shows are repeated twice a night. And again, it's lovely. Imagine going off in Antigua for the day, coming back, couple of drinks on the back deck, getting changed, smart casual every night, going for your dinner, watching the show, and then waking up the next day in your next port of call. There's nothing better to do it. And as I said, really, really good value. And Explorer 2 is the newest of their 4 ships that they've taken on the last few years.
And that's only a little. We've only seen a tiny part of the ship, though.
Yeah,
you know. But the itinerary on this one is really good. We fly you, obviously, from the UK and over to Malaga. Normally, we should say with Marella, there's a good choice of flights, isn't there?
Yeah, it's more the flights coming back. Normally, they do a lot of regionals, but obviously they're coming back from Montego Bay, so it will be your main
London one, I presume, yeah.
Normally London, but we can look at Manchester, Birmingham, but speak to the guys in the office about that for you. But this one's going to go from Malaga. I'm going to head down to Gibraltar. Very, very popular. You know, obviously in the news a lot at the moment with, we've got Malaga in there as well. We're going into Malaga first. So we've talked about Malaga, so that's a nice place to go and see. And as I said, I talked about the places to go and visit on our previous cruise.
You're eager to get to Gibraltar, right?
I love Gibraltar, go and see the monkeys. So again, this one you've got the apes there at the top. We always used to compare the apes with Sean's beard, and there was also...
There's a definite likeness.
Look, there you go, look.
Yeah, and then you look at me, you see.
See, it's the same pose. Look, just need to put that in a blue jacket, didn't you?
Very similarly, see.
So that one there, as I said, you've got the UK and the Spanish influence with Gibraltar. And again, if you've never been there before, it's really interesting to go and see. You've got the British police there, you've got the English phone boxes, so it's quite nice to see. Then a day at sea, and then going into one of my favourite destinations, into the home of Ronaldo, which is Funchal in Madeira. And again, we always say this is where Caribbean meets Europe.
Yeah.
Again, spectacular. You've got the cable car, the funicular. You can take the toboggan down there, but I would recommend doing something in the morning and then just coming back into Funchal in the afternoon, maybe taking a trip up a little bit higher in there, having a meal down and looking down on the ship. But it's one of my favourite destinations.
Oh, beautiful place.
I can't wait to go back. Then a day at sea, and then we go into Antigua. So we're going into our Caribbean islands. Again, great docking in Antigua because the town is right there, but I would recommend making a trip out to one of the beaches, 365 beaches around the island. You've got catamarans, you've got zip lining, you can go to the English harbour. Of course, big British influence in there with the British Navy. But it's a spectacular place to go and see. And whether you want to do beaches or more land stuff, Antigua's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
And Madeira's popular.
And don't forget how good Madeira was as well.
Yeah.
Then
we've got a day at sea. Then we're going into Amber Cove, over into Dominican Republic. And again, with this one, you've got 27 different waterfalls on there. You've got Playa Dorada Beach. You've got Ocean World, Adventure Park, and of course the cable car. But again, a lot of the time when people get over to the Caribbean, they just want to chill out on the beach, relax and take it easy. Then we go over to Grand Turk, again famous for its beaches. You've got Governor's Beach, you've got Pillaroy Beach, you've got the reefs, you've got snorkeling, whale watching. I think with people watching this at the moment, they are really going to miss not have travelled, and when they look at this they go, we just want to be there and relax. Then we've got a day at sea, then we're going to Montego Bay. You can go horseback riding, you can go river rafting, you can go to Dunn's River, you can do bamboo rafting, lots of places to see. Then you've got your flight back to the UK and you're on your way home.
And when you look at what's included there, you know, you're away for 17 nights.
Yeah.
You've got all of your flights, all of your drinks, your tips, the entertainment. There are some specialty restaurants, even they're really affordable.
Yeah, really good price as well. We all tried them when we did it.
But, you know, great choice of entertainment, bars, restaurants, great atmosphere. Big fan of Marella, and this is one of my favourite ships.
These always sell out really, really quick though, Sean.
Yeah,
again,
I know.
Especially people now wanting to travel, that will go quick.
Anyway, because we're nearly out of time, believe it or not. So we've got an exclusive offer, £500 savings per booking. That we've included that in the prices shown. All inclusive, that's all your booze, your tips, adult only as well. Vaccination required for all passengers, both doses at least 14 days before. It's becoming pretty standard now. And flexible booking free of charge up to 14 days before departure. That's really good as well, isn't it?
Mind as well.
Yeah. So that's one of my favourites that we've had on the show. Amazing deal. And even if you go for like the outside, the ocean view, the suite, single price, still great value on that one.
Really good value. That's all included, everything, flights, transfers, everything.
Right, we've only got 2.5 minutes. Get your teeth in, Glenn. Here's a quick reminder. Here we go.
Big deal. Right, so let's start with the first one. This is going to be on the 29th of August. This is on Britannia. Starting at $393, you've got up to £80 per person on board spend. You can use your future cruise credit, free COVID test included, and all guests must have both vaccinations.
And then we had that incredible cruise. If you love your food, then it's got to be Riviera by Oceania. Just over £2,000. You've got return flights from London, Gatwick. You've got free Wi-Fi, choice of house-led beverage, up to $800 spend or excursions. 4 specialist restaurants are included. We've got all those regional airports, but they will sell fast. And if you book by the 18th of August, you will get the exclusive £50 Amazon voucher.
Then we move on to the very sexy Valiant Lady, which is the new ship coming out in March. And again, you can get on the maiden voyage of that one. Again, we've featured the 3-night Easter break on there. Over $600 value included. Easter weekend, overnight in Bruges. The maiden season, 20 restaurants included, no cover charges. And we've got that free port parking, but that's got to be booked by Friday the 20th of August.
And then we've just seen that incredible cruise with, of course, Marella as well. 70 nights, all-inclusive, and that price is just £1,386 per person. So much included that. Oh, we had the hot picks as well,
We've got the hot picks as well. So we had that one on Azamara going out on the 18th of September, this time next month. And again, balcony starting at $2,029, but the lead-in is $1,499. Flights from Heathrow on that one, and you've got your drinks, your tips, $200 when booking an Ocean View and above.
And if you can get your suitcase packed pretty quickly, we've got that incredible cruise with Princess, 24th or 28th of August. 452 for a suite, or the inside at 245 as well. And for just £30 per person per night, you can upgrade for premium drinks, limited Wi-Fi and crew incentives as well. That's on sale till this Friday. Glenn, loved doing the show with you.
All good, innit? Yeah.
Back in a month, aren't you?
Back in a month, yeah. We're doing monthly at the moment. But as I said, the deals keep coming now. We're starting to get back into it, which is great. And as I said, talking to a lot of people that really enjoy the show, so it's good. And give us a call tonight. We're open till 10 or first thing tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll see you next month with Planet Cruise.
If you'd like to be in the know with the latest and greatest cruise deals, then be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to receive notifications every time we post a video.